What are the role of perception? Perception plays a crucial role in how we experience and interpret the world around us. It involves the process of selecting, organizing, and interpreting sensory information to give it meaning and make it meaningful to us. Here are some key roles of perception. 1. Sensory input. Perception serves as a gateway through which we receive and process sensory input from our environment. It allows us to gather information through our senses such as sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. 2. Interpretation. Perception involves the interpretation of sensory information. It helps us make sense of the stimuli we encounter, assigning meaning and significance to them based on our past experiences, knowledge, beliefs, and cultural influences. 3. Filtering. Perception filters the vast amount of sensory information we receive, allowing us to focus on relevant and meaningful stimuli while ignoring or minimizing irrelevant or insignificant ones. This filtering process helps us prioritize and direct our attention to what is most relevant to us. 4. Construction of reality. Perception actively constructs our reality by shaping our understanding of the world. It influences how we perceive and interpret events, situations, and people. Our perception influences our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, ultimately shaping our overall experience of reality. 5. Influencing decision-making. Perception influences our decision-making process by providing us with information about our environment. The way we perceive situations and people affects the judgments we make and the actions we take. Our perceptions can influence our attitudes, beliefs, and values, which in turn impact our choices and decisions. 6. Cultural and individual differences. Perception is influenced by cultural and individual differences. Our cultural background, social norms, values, and personal experiences shape our perceptual filters, leading to variations in how we perceive and interpret the world. These differences contribute to diverse perspectives and understandings of reality. Overall, perception plays a crucial role in shaping our understanding of the world, influencing our thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and decision-making processes. It is an active and subjective process that helps us make sense of our experiences and construct our own unique reality. Our thoughts have a profound influence on our perception, shaping our beliefs, biases, and judgments. The way we think about and interpret the world directly impacts how we perceive events, situations, and information. Our thoughts serve as filters through which we process incoming stimuli. They influence the way we interpret and assign meaning to our experiences. For example, if we have a positive and optimistic mindset, we are more likely to perceive situations in a positive light and interpret events favorably. Conversely, if we have a negative or pessimistic mindset, we may perceive the same situations as negative or threatening. Our beliefs are formed based on our thoughts and interpretations of the world. When we consistently think in a certain way, our thoughts solidify into beliefs, which become ingrained patterns of thinking. These beliefs shape our worldview, influencing our attitudes, values, and behaviors. Biases also arise from our thoughts and interpretations. Cognitive biases are mental shortcuts or patterns of thinking that can lead to errors in judgment or decision-making. These biases can be influenced by our past experiences, cultural background, and social conditioning. They can impact how we perceive and interpret information, often leading to skewed or distorted judgments. It is important to recognize that our thoughts are not always objective reflections of reality. They are subjective and can be influenced by various factors. Being aware of our thoughts, examining our biases, and challenging our beliefs can help us develop a more balanced and accurate perception of the world. By cultivating self-reflection and critical thinking, we can become more conscious of the ways our thoughts shape our perception and actively work towards expanding our perspectives and reducing biases. Our thoughts significantly contribute to the reality we perceive. The way we think and interpret events shapes our perception of the world around us. Our thoughts act as filters through which we process information and experiences, influencing how we perceive and make sense of the external reality. When we have positive and optimistic thoughts, we tend to notice and focus on the positive aspects of our environment, leading us to perceive a more positive reality. Conversely, if we harbor negative and pessimistic thoughts, we are more likely to notice and magnify the negative aspects, creating a more negative perception of reality. Our thoughts also affect our emotions, which further influence our perception. For example, if we are feeling happy and content, our thoughts are more likely to be positive, and we perceive the world through a positive lens. On the other hand, if we are feeling sad or angry, our thoughts may become negative, and we interpret events in a more negative light. Moreover, our beliefs and preconceived notions shape our thoughts, which in turn shape our reality. Our beliefs act as filters through which we interpret information, selectively noticing and accepting evidence that aligns with our existing beliefs. This selective attention and interpretation reinforce our perception of reality, and may even create self-fulfilling prophecies. It is important to recognize that our thoughts are not objective representations of reality, but rather subjective constructions influenced by our beliefs, emotions, and past experiences. By becoming aware of our thoughts and actively challenging negative or limiting ones, we can shift our perception of reality and create a more positive and empowering experience. Through cultivating positive and constructive thinking patterns, we can influence our perception of reality and ultimately shape the quality of our lives.